Hi YouTube, so this is my Nano update for days 14 and 15. Today, as the 15th of November, is the night of writing dangerously. I'm pretty much going to call this the evening of writing dangerously. I've already reached 40,000 words now, and I've been kind of pittering throughout the day, sort of slowly adding to my word count. I've written 2,592 words today, which is better than yesterday because yesterday I ended up writing like 1,000 something, like a little over 1,000 something. It was a very small word percentage, but I'm tired. I'm in college right now while doing NaNoWriMo. And this is my senior year of college. So for those of you who are in your freshman year of college, like the writing meme, I think she's in her freshman year of college. She's another YouTube user I love. And I love watching her videos, and she has a book that I'm reading for National Novel Writing Month called Remedy for Memory. I'm also reading Brief Osho's The Elder Origins, the first book, and I'm enjoying it. I love historical fiction, and this is historical fantasy fiction is my favorite. And I think hers is, I think she said it's paranormal fantasy, so I'm looking forward to finishing that novella, and I'm looking forward to finishing Remedy for Memory. And I'm also reading this for a history book report. And then I'm also reading another one, or I'm about to start reading Compañeras, but for another book report for history. And then another book for a history class. And I know I'm an English major. I'm taking a bunch of history classes, and I'm actually writing more in my history classes than I am in my English classes, which is funny. Really, it's funny. And anyway, so yeah, this is kind of like my really busy year. Next year, I think I'm taking a psychology class to make up my D in psychology twice. This is my third time doing this class. I'm gonna be really bummed if I get a D in it again. But yeah, I don't know. I think my issue was the teachers last semester. Anyway, so yeah, I'm doing this while in college, and I'm tired. So yeah, but I'm at 40,068 words. It's day 15. Some of my other writing buddies have already, like, one of my writing buddies she's at 74,000 words right now. Another one, it's Enchantology or Incantology. I don't know how she pronounces it. But she's a YouTuber, and she's reached 50,000 words, and I'm happy for her. But she's like the second person on my buddies list who reached 50,000 words, and apparently she's not even done with her novel yet. I'm not going to be done with my novel when I reach 50,000 words, I think, but I won't be too far done. I'll probably, my novel total might be 55,000 words or something. Maybe 60 at the most. It might be more because I might be adding to it, but I'm definitely going to print out the manuscript as it is right now, and if I add to it, I'll kind of like print out the pages, like the new chapter, and then kind of like, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, there's not really much to update because nothing particularly big has happened yet. I've mostly been adding to my lore, really, and just keep making sure I keep track of it. Like, I added another book. It's called Uprooting the Dark by Alanzian Glacier, or however, Glacier. I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna have him be pronounced. But it's like the other books that I mentioned were like fiction and poetry. This one's an actual magic book. This is probably the first, like, I make references to the existence of magic books and in my lore, but this is probably the first one that actually has a how-to manual, like, you know, here is what you do to do this and all of that. This is probably the first one for that one. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm slowly getting to the lore, or getting into the lore, slowly adding to it. I've added, one character was already mentioned, and I added another little side character who's interesting kind of thing. She's gonna play a little bit of a big, I won't say a big role, but a minor role in one of the sequels or the additions to the series. Like, it's a sequel, but it's a standalone. Like, you don't need to read Elf Beast to read the novella that I'm planning after this. It'll help to get you introduced to the lore, because that's the this novel would be the one that would introduce you to everything, and it's written because it's I'm being introduced to it too, and when I do edit it, I want people to read it, and then I'm gonna ask them, like, do you like the way the lore is slowly revealed to you? Like where I want to keep that, but I am also aware that there are some things that definitely need to probably be moved to the beginning of the book and not wait until the middle and the end to be revealed. So there is definitely that. I'm already, like, I'm nearing the end of the novel, so I'm already kind of editing or planning the edits, like planning what I want people to look for and read for, but I'm not entirely sure. I've also, one of the things, I needed a break last night, and so I started writing a short story series that's gonna be like little itty bitty, it's like 2-3 really short chapters, and I'm calling it a little short story series. It's not a novella, it's too small, but they're like, 3 little short story series about one of my other characters to help build up my lore for another book series that I want to write, and kind of all of the lore surrounding it would definitely be all like novellas and short stories and stuff like that, and then kind of have like the big series slowly coming out and all that. I don't know. It's a world, like this other one is, there's a reason why I'm working on the fairy tales instead of this other world, because this other world I feel like I've overly complicated it, and one of the reasons why I want to like start small is because it is overly complicated. So I'm basically going backwards, like, how a lot of authors, they produce their novels first and then go into the short stories and the novellas. Well, I'm doing it Sir Arthur Conan Doyle style, and writing the short stories before I write the novels, or novels and the novellas, because I know that's what he did with Sherlock Holmes. And we do have Sherlock Holmes novels. We do. I think I have one of the novellas in the Dover Thrift editions bound up somewhere over there. So, yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be... I have all my ideas, but I'm definitely gonna focus on the fairy tale one. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I want to do the short stories with my world at the other world at the moment. The big one, the one that's always been in my mind, really. The fairy tale one is actually new. But I want to focus on the fairy tale one because I actually have a grasp of that world. Probably, I don't know why I have a better grasp of that world. Probably because it's fairy tales and half the lore has already been written for me because of fairy tales. But, it makes things easier. And I already have several books for this planned. And the other one, I feel like I don't really have it planned. It's just there. Anyway, so that's my NaNoWriMo update for tonight. I'll probably get a few more words in, maybe a couple hundred. I don't know if I'm going to reach 41,000 tonight, but you know, I'm definitely going to get a few more in. So, good luck on the night of writing dangerously, and have a good week, y'all.